Does diet play a role in aging? Absolutely. But can your diet cause you to age prematurely? Is growing older merely a normal part of life, or is it a disease? And how can we cellularly slow down the aging process? What everyday routines can help extend our lives? In this video, we'll explore the role of intermittent fasting in longevity and aging. We'll also identify foods that may contribute to premature aging. These are just a few of the important topics we'll cover with Dr. David Sinclair, one of the world's leading authorities on aging. As a geneticist at Harvard Medical School and co-founder of the journal Aging, Dr. Sinclair is at the forefront of groundbreaking studies on aging. He has received over 35 distinguished honors and holds more than 35 patents. His insights are invaluable for anyone looking to live longer, healthier lives. Let's see, Doctor. Sinclair's advice, discover his top longevity tips, and learn about the exciting research happening in his lab. Most importantly, let's learn how our diet might be accelerating the aging process more than we realize.
Anyone who's through puberty knows how to eat the right foods, a lot of plants, not a lot of carbohydrates in my view. Get most of your protein from plants. Occasional meat is fine, but I try to restrict my meat. I know there are a lot of carnivores out there.
Yeah. There's a reason why holiday sweets, parties, and beach cocktails make your skin feel different. Your diet has an impact on your skin, whether positive or negative. According to Dr. Ariel Ostad of the American Academy of Dermatology, takes coffee as an example. Depending on how you consume it, you may be increasing the aging indicator of dry skin on your face. Dr. David Sinclair, a 54-year-old professor of genetics at Harvard Medical School and co-director of the Paul F. Glenn Center for Biology of Aging Research, fights aging with a fairly rigid schedule. He drinks green tea, eats polyphenol-infused yogurt, and sometimes indulges in 80% dark chocolate as part of his daily routine. He has been able to keep his biological age 10 years below his actual age thanks to this schedule, which fits the growing popular theory of reversing aging by preventing age-related decline. I think many of us believe that in our 20s we're immune to aging, but research shows that the epigenetic clock starts ticking from birth. What we do in our 20s impacts our longevity, Sinclair explains. This shows the importance of diet in our lives. At each successive stage of life, we have to be more conscious about what we are eating and how it will affect us in the long run. Now let's take a look at the foods you should avoid in your daily life, as they can sabotage your goal of looking younger than your age. At the end of this video, we'll also discuss foods that can help reverse the signs of aging. So stay with us, and let's get started. This first food that comes in our list is sugar. Not just Dr. David Sinclair, Jennifer Lopez talked in Vogue about cutting out sugar to stay youthful.
I've avoided sugar for at least 20 years, and I'm glad I did. Sugar will do two things. The main thing is that it bonds to your proteins and inactivates them, and you get what are called advanced glycation end products. You get glucuronidated proteins. There's one that's in your blood that's an indicator of diabetes called.
And it turns out sugar has become a major focus in cancer research too.
So let's do something to move the needle a little bit. And he said, you know what would be great? Let's just cut out, because he knows I'm a sugar and carb, that's most of my diet.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, let's just cut it out. I was like, completely? Cold turkey? He's like, yes.
For 10 days.
10 days. It was really hard.
Dr. David Sinclair has made a conscious effort to cut out sugar. Beyond causing dehydration, sugar has another major impact on aging skin. Consuming too much sugar from foods like desserts, energy drinks, or soda can trigger a process called glycation. This happens when excess sugar molecules bond with proteins, forming advanced glycation end products, which can damage your skin's collagen and accelerate the aging process. The good news is that you don't have to completely cut out sugar. Instead, you can lower your intake by making simple swaps. Drink more water instead of sugary beverages, reduce your consumption of candy and desserts, and opt for natural sweeteners like stevia or monk fruit. It's also important to be cautious with artificial sweeteners. While some studies link diet soda to an increased risk of dementia and cardiovascular issues, the connection isn't entirely clear. Artificial sweeteners are chemicals designed to mimic sugar without the calories, but they can trigger inflammation in the brain, which can have negative effects on your overall health. So it's better to cut this out for a healthy skin and to look younger.
So avoid foods that have what's called a high glycemic index, spike your blood sugar.
There are saturated fats. We think of those as the animal fats, and then there are unsaturated fats, more the vegetable oils. Saturated fats have long thought to be bad for you, and part of the thinking behind the saturated fats being bad for you sort of created these artificial trans fats. The industry said, look, okay, we won't use saturated fats anymore. We'll start to use these sort of partially saturated, if you will, fats. And those are the trans fats. They've been around for a long time. And it was interesting. It was sort of why people started using margarine, for example, instead of butter.
Trans fat is another reason for early aging. Trans fats don't just raise LDL bad cholesterol and increase the risk of heart disease, they can also be harmful to your skin by promoting inflammation. Even if a label claims 0 grams of trans fat, the product can still contain up to 0.5 grams of artificial fat per serving. To be safe, check for partially hydrogenated oil in the ingredient list and try to limit foods that contain it. Spicy foods and diets high in salt can have an adverse impact on skin health, especially on aging skin. If at all feasible, try ordering your meals mild to assist reduce your intake of spicy foods. In terms of salt, try to keep your daily sodium intake below the suggested level of 2,300 milligrams to preserve the health of your skin. Trans fats are commonly found in fried, packaged, and processed foods, so cutting back on these can help protect your skin and overall health. Last but not the least, refined carbs are another reason of fast aging.
Your body doesn't actually need carbohydrates.
Excessive refined carbs can also damage your brain.
First thing I cut out was a lot of carbohydrates. I used to eat bread every day. I would just if I ate something, it would be on toast. Okay, that's my life. I cut that out.
Refined carbs, also referred to as empty calories, are bad for your body in a number of ways and don't include any necessary vitamins or minerals. Their high sugar content feeds bad bacteria in the stomach, causing breakouts of acne. The body produces more sebum, or oil, when these carbohydrates raise insulin levels. This clogs pores and causes pimples, whiteheads, and blackheads. What's more concerning is that refined carbohydrates can hasten aging by producing advanced glycation end products. Glycation is the term for this process that happens when sugar attaches itself to collagen, irreversibly destroying it. Glycated collagen is irreversibly destroyed, resulting in early aging and decreased skin suppleness. On the other hand, healthier, lower GI carbohydrates such as vegetables, fruits, legumes, and whole grains can support better aging. The foods and beverages you consume have a big impact on the condition of your skin. While eating too much in sugary snacks and heavy consumption of processed food might hasten the aging process, moderation in these areas is ideal. Balance is important. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you found this information useful, so you can stay updated with insights from professionals like Dr. David Sinclair and more health content. While it's important not to be overly harsh or authoritative, we encourage you to stay reliable and mindful rather than letting your mood dictate your choices. We appreciate your time and look forward to seeing you in the next video.